Esta es Global Telling. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
Javier Yáñez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Para recusar.
This call is now
Para
being
servicio
recorded.
al. Gracias por utilizar Global Tellink.
Hey, that thing didn't want to let you, huh?
Nah, it's because I just noticed right now. It's because I had my, you know how we were talking when we were talking earlier on. I was walking around. I had my wireless headphone, so I had to mute it. But I can know.
Oh, okay.
I can know I got like double or feedback.
Yeah. Hey, that shit was funny though.
Right.
Every time you said to accept the call, push 5, and then I can hear you pushing, and then it will go for future calls into blog, and then you push it again, and then you push it 3 times, huh? Like,
No.
I bet I'm accepting.
So, the first one that you hear is so I could record the call on my end, and then the second one was
Okay.
So the call go through, so we'll connect. But yeah,
Okay.
that's what you always hear too, because one is for to record, and then the second one is for the
Okay.
call to go through. But hey, so how are you doing today, Javi? And thank you for calling in to You Have a CollectCallFrom.
Okay. Oh, we on. Okay. I'm doing good. And you? You caught me off guard like a motherfucker. I even said the word B and shit. I said, that mean? I try not to cuss. I try hard not to cuss on me, but it came out. My bad.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, I'm good, eh?
That's why I told you to call me back, so we could start off.
Yeah.
Start off on a fresh
Okay,
one.
okay.
Se te olvidó.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot.
But
I forgot, homie.
but
I'm
yeah.
good, and you?
Nah, I can't complain. I'm here, and still in the middle of setting up the room. And earlier on, I mentioned to you that I was having some technical difficulties with one of my phones. But luckily, I figured out what was wrong with it. One of the wires was disconnected. I just need to reconnect it and screw it in, and hopefully, that'll solve my issue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just been hooking up the room, doing stuff around the house and whatnot. And tomorrow I'm actually gonna be going back to work. I'm gonna be working for the next 5 days. So I'm gonna be working from Friday through I think through Tuesday. So I'm over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna pull that off, but I'm definitely.
I know how much you love that, Holly. I know you can't stand it sometimes, man. But que gato for you. Hey, que gato for you. Hey, but you know what? That's why you got to put in some work today, homie. Like catch up with everybody. Did you do anybody else today?
No, I haven't done anything today.
Nah,
You'll be the first one today.
Okay.
I was supposed to. Silas had hit me up yesterday, but I'm not sure what happened. We didn't end up doing it. That's why too. I don't like to announce any of the streams just because sometimes they don't happen.
Yeah, because then I don't. Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place when they don't happen. Because people are anticipating them, and then so like a lot of times, the majority of the time I won't announce it because things tend to happen whether if it's there's issues with the phone over there on that end, if they locked on the yard or whatever.
Lockdown.
It's prison. It's prison. So you don't have control. Your surroundings and what's happening around. So and then now here también pues life is unpredictable sometimes. So I do that whenever I can.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I know you still got a life. You got your little daughter. You got to spend time with your daughter. You got your wife. You got to spend time with her. I know this takes some time. I mean, especially when you got me on, I don't shut up. I just they call me la matralleta, the fucking AK-47, just like, damn, how do you shut your mouth? I don't know where this comes from. I was telling my mom, go, jefa.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Hey, because everybody be telling my mom, they're like, damn, your mom could talk. I tell my mom, I go, Mom, I think I got that shit from you, Mom. I'm like, why? He goes, man, Mom, I don't know. Sometimes, like, when I catch myself in conversations, like, I always say, like, I'm shy, I'm timid, I don't know. But apparently I'm not. And I kept saying that from the beginning. Remember, like, I don't know how I sound. I don't know how I sound across. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting used to it. But I mean, I did go for a while where I didn't really talk to nobody because I was single cell. I'm still single cell. But like, yeah, I guess it just takes time to get used to it. So, you know, like even you got better at it. I mean, the little stuttering is gone. You can flow now.
Sometimes
You know?
it depends. It depends on the situation, but you know, the more I talk, you know, the more I get comfortable. And I just looked at the comments. We
Yeah.
have Patty, tu prima, is coming in from Mexico.
Oh shit. Ah, Pati, she's in the hospital right now because my little nieces, mis sobrinitas están ahorita en la médico, están malitas, mi Fernandita and Tania. Hola, Pati, espero y se pongan mejor. I hope they get better, okay? I know she worries about her little daughter. She's got nothing but girls. All right, that's cool. Who else is tapping in?
That's it so far.
Okay, what a trip. How does she know? Or do they get like they get a heads up before I come on or something?
Well,
or how does she know?
What happens is they get a notification if they're subscribed to the channel. As soon as I go live, they'll get a pop-up on the screen letting them know that we're live. So they'll get the notification.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Órale, Pati. Ahí para que no te aburras. That way she don't get bored. She said, you know how you go to medical and you're sitting right there for the doctor to call and you're doing the doctor thing. And I was just telling her, like, acababa de decir, like, oh, man, vas a estar ahí como 4 horas. She's like, yeah, I know. But yeah, hopefully that way she's got something to listen to. So this time she's gonna have to learn a little bit of Spanish, Pati. So I'll swivel back and forth para que aprenda, para que sepa poquito lo que digo. But yeah, that's cool, man. But what's up with you? So you going back to work tomorrow? You said? See?
Yes, I'll be back at work tomorrow. I'll be on for the next 5 days.
Yeah. I can hear your little monster right there. She's about to start climbing all over you again. Remember that day she was climbing all over you when you were doing the video visit?
Oh yeah. When we're up in Vancouver.
Yeah. Hey, so what do you think? I should get right back, take advantage of it right now, get back into. So when I left out I think I was in 2019, right when COVID was about to hit, and I haven't even gotten. I think I did. I got to the part where I get to the part where I was sick. Yeah, huh? And I pushed through and all that. Yeah, I think we're past COVID. And so I guess. Yeah.
Let me interject right here, and we just had a message from Reggie. She puts, "What up, Javi? Learning Spanish from your calls. Haha. Much love, Regina, aka Gary's sister."
Oh, really? All right, Reggie. Oh, I like that name, man. Regina. That's cool. Orale, so she don't really speak Spanish, so orale, well, we're gonna, that's another thing, that's what's good about this right here is that not only do you get to know about the life in here and what the struggles and what we're going through, hey, we get to teach you a little bit of Spanish, So translation to that for my primas on the other side of the muro, they call it the muro, huh? The fence, the wall. Well, mi prima también al mismo tiempo aprenda a hablar poquito inglés, porque ella es tímida. Le digo que el secreto para hablar inglés es que no le dé vergüenza. So she could learn a little bit of English. But yeah, so do you remember, James? I believe that I had already passed when I got sick, man. When they had me hooked up to all kinds of máquinas. Y me habían dicho, they had told me that I was not making it. The nurses kept coming, and when you, one thing I know about CDC, when you're dying, oh man, they are so secretive about it, but you can sense it. Like you're looking at them, and the doctors are whispering. Y se están secreteando back and forth. And then when they come to you, they tell you a whole different trip. They're like, hey, how you doing, Mr. YANEZ? You're getting better. Are you eating? How much do you weigh? And one thing I noticed is they were weighing me like 3 times a day. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys weighing me for every 3 times a day, right? I was tripping. And the doctors would come and they would whisper at each other. Y luego venían y me decían, oh, y luego vino un padrecito with his little Bibles and, hey, do you want a Bible? Do you want to pray with me? I'm like, what the hell? So, that's what's a trip. Like, you could sense it, you know. So, yeah, when I got sick, I was not really supposed to make it, I guess. Nothing was working on me. They had to customize the drug, an antibiotic they were injecting it directly to my heart. So they connected like a hose. It's called a PICC line, all the way from the vein under my arm into my heart, and they had me hooked up to all kinds of other stuff. And I was numb. I couldn't move. The only thing I could move was my left hand, and I could talk. I could move my head, and yeah, that shit was killing me. Whatever that was, and then they don't even tell you. It was weird. Like, you ask questions. Okay, so what did I have? They're like, well, and they get all weird on you, and they start talking all these doctor words and weird ass words, like you don't even understand, but they're never clear about what you really had. So it makes me, you know, you can't help but to wonder, is it something they caused? So from what I hear is that, okay, first of all, my thyroid. The reason my thyroid got messed up, la razón por que mi thyroid se chingó es porque ellos me hicieron tantos x-rays y no me estaban poniendo when they do the x-rays, they gotta put a belt, it's like a protector over certain parts of your body. Well, when you come to prison, they don't give you that. You know, they give it to the juras. The juras where they're like a big thick.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
So if they take an X-ray of your arm, they give you something to cover your whole body. So the only thing you're gonna expose is your arm. So in prison they weren't doing that. So many times I broke my hand in fights and riots or whatever, my foot. I had X-rays on my knees. I had X-rays. For everything, they want to do X-rays in prison. And not one time, I could tell you, one time did they ever give me that vest to wear. So they told me that my thyroid was triggered. Yeah.
It's a lead apron.
Yeah. Okay, a lead apron. Okay. So when I went to the doctor, so the hospital in the streets they told me, look, you didn't know your thyroid was messed up? I'm like, no, they don't never tell me nothing. The only thing I know is that, they want to give me medication for my thyroid. Like, what's wrong with my thyroid? So that's how it triggers the cancer too. I didn't know that. So they said that I got so bad from so much fucking radiation, and they're like, I've been in prison my whole life, so whose fault is that? You know, I wasn't getting no X-rays in the streets. You know, I only went to the hospital two times I think. One time when I broke my toe, and one time when I got hit by a car. That's it. And I was a little kid. So my body took so much radiation in it that it triggered my thyroid to get all out of whack. It's not working. So now I got to take medication for the rest of my life. But it was triggered by them, by CDC. So right now my neighbor is trying to help me out and see if he could file some kind of complaint, some kind of lawsuit, because, I'm a healthy person. Like, I've taken care of my whole self. I mean, since day one I've been in prison. Even in the county jail, you know how I always work out, you know, and I'm not indulging in fucking drugs and alcohol, and I'm not smoking cigarettes, none of that. So now I'm starting to have complications even in my breathing, and I don't know if it's my asthma, I don't know what the hell, but it's not bad. It's not bad, but like sometimes in the morning, like when I take deep breaths, I can still hear and I stop breathing, like I'm already done sucking in there, I can hear my lungs still going. Like, what the fuck is this? So I went to the doctor and like, hey, what the hell's going on? So anyhow, they did X-rays on my chest. And so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully everything's good. But yeah, I wasn't supposed to pull. When I was in the hospital. It was bad. I mean, I guess I had too much radiation was in my body, so it was triggering my bone. I had some kind of decaying in my bone, in my hip bone.
All right, I'm not sure what happened, but his call was disconnected. I'm sure it had to do with like the issues they're having. Hopefully, it doesn't think that he's in the middle of a phone call right now when he tries to call back. But if there's some type of issue, he'll normally send me a message. So I'll keep an eye out and see what's going on. I don't even, how long have we been on the call for? So anyways, if it does think that he's on a call, the 15 minutes were about to be up anyways. Or did they announce? I don't even know. I don't know. I barely even know what day it is today. Anyhow, so I'll keep it. Oh, there it is.
This call is now being recorded.
Global Link. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
Javier Yáñez.
Un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello, Javi.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess our time was up. I didn't even realize it.
No. I accidentally fucking touched. It was my bad. I accidentally tapped on the. I had to tap it upside down, and I reached for it, and I tapped. I hit the. You know how long the end call is? Like about 3 inches long. So the screen, like you can't miss it. So if you touch the screen anywhere on it, it turns off. So I could put it upside down, and I messed up. That was me. My bad.
Hey, so you know right now.
That was me.
All right. So right now, I'm gonna read some of the comments right now. So,
yeah.
It's that Marlene's in here too. She's always showing support. So
okay.
And then she
What's
put
up, Marlene? I said mine.
Marlene put, "Hey, don't understand 100%, but always here to support." See now, you see it says. So.
¿Tú sabes? Dile, tú sí sabes. What's that favorite phrase? Tú sí tú sabes.
No.
Sí tú sabes, Marlene. Te voy a enseñar español.
Es no Nintendo. No Nintendo.
No Nintendo, no comprendo. Me no speak. No, what is it? Me no speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. No, that's the English. That's how Paso usually say, like, me no speak English.
I think the term that they use now is no sabo.
No comprendo?
No sabo.
No sabo?
No sabo.
Okay, no sabo. So yeah, we're good. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. We've been talking English, Marlene, so I think you're smoking some good stuff out there. Even they legalized it, so now everybody's smoking that good stuff out there. Because I believe the last 10 minutes was in English. What do you think, Jaime? Was it, or was I speaking Spanish? Please don't tell me I was speaking Spanish.
For the most part, we were speaking English. I think just when I told you Patty was in here, pues hablaste un poquito de español.
Oh, okay.
But other than that,
I'm just playing with you, Marlene. You know I'm just joking, but just for that, I'm gonna run it all in Spanish from here on out. No te creas. That would be messed up, huh? Nah, I'm just saying. Hey, but yeah, so it was a trip. I believe I already spoke of this. So like every so often, I gotta bring back. I mean, because it's so hard. I mean, I know we're telling our life journey, right? But who can remember every single thing the first time around, right? So there's always things that I forget and I leave out. Because I remember when I got there, they were trying to blame it on all kinds of shit. They were trying to say that's a accident, que sabe qué, it could have been.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
But I wasn't even on Suboxone. They were like, you're on the Suboxone program? I said, I'm not. I go, well, they say that everybody that get busted for that got a drug charge, and I do have a drug charge because I was selling drugs. So when you're selling drugs, regardless whether you were selling them or doing them, to them, you're a drug addict. That's the way they put you down. So when you go to the hospital right away, this was probably fucked up because he's doing drugs. So that's how they do it. That's how they fucking cover up for the shit that's really messing me up, which was their fucking negligence on the X-rays when they were giving me all these X-rays. They were never giving me that lead apron. It was just so. And I used to always ask too. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. So I know I said I only went to the hospital 2 or 3 times, but wait a minute. I went to the hospital when I was in Lancaster twice for kidney stones. And when you got kidney stones back then, they put you through this machina like a CAT scan kind of like. But they send you up and they rotate your whole body around this machina that's got a bunch of like laser, like radiation, like X-rays, and they try to move your whole body around so they can look for the kidney stone so they can laser it off. Then they inject this white liquid. I mean, it looks like straight milk, and it's maybe a whole pint of it, and they inject it all into your vein, and I guess it glows in the dark. It glows in your veins. So they could spot the rock and laser it. So yeah, and I had that done twice because I'm prone to kidney stones. My whole life I guess I'm gonna pass kidney stones, and I passed kidney stones 3 times already. And man, let me tell you the pain of that. Like, that's like the word. They say that's the equivalent pain to when a female is giving birth. So that's how I ended up like saying, man, mi respetos to all women. Like, you guys are superheroes. You guys are, you guys are awesome, amazing. Because that pain, that pain had me punching the concrete with my hand, bro. Like, I literally was trying to break my hand so I could transfer the pain to my hand. Like, I'd rather have a broken hand and let my hand hurt than that pain when that kidney stone was ripping through all my veins, fool. Eso me dolía gacho. So, yeah, I forgot all about that. That is crazy. But, yeah, so all that put together, all those times, they never gave me no kind of protection from the radiation. They were just putting me in an X-ray machine. And so, I don't know. Like, my neighbor said that I should file a lawsuit because I take care of myself. There's no reason why my thyroid should have gotten messed up like that. And I almost died and all that shit. So, then not only that, they're saying that stuff that I had, that little bone disease or whatever, that it colonizes. I don't know exactly what colonizes mean. Do you know what that would mean, James? Colonize?
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 I would assume like it's like maybe concentrated in a certain area.
Stays in one spot?
Maybe.
There you go.
But I'm not a doctor,
so they call me nurse.
I can't give you any medical.
No, wait a minute. You're 100% right, though, because I have forgotten. But that's when I got here, they told me, because when you get here, they do a doctor comes and a nurse, and they do a physical. They're like, hey, so you were hospitalized for the such and such. Do you need back brace? Do you need anything? I'm like, man, I know you ain't gonna get nothing. You guys didn't even want to give me no pain medication. I suffered. I mean, I was in pain, dog. Like, that stuff makes a grown man cry. I don't care how tough you think you are, dog. That shit's gonna make you cry. So I told him I'm good now. I've been working out. I take care of myself, but I'm good. He goes, well, just so you know, it colonizes. I'm like, what is that? He goes, it's a possibility it can come back. And it's on my hip bone, like on my lower back, on my right side, right next to the spinal, the spinal.
Was it possibly calcification? Because that's what Marlene put on here, calcification with a question mark.
What is that? Classification.
Calcification. I'm guessing. Like your bones.
What I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So it's got now I also got diagnosed with what's this fucking sciatica, something like that, sciatica, and some other stuff. So what they're saying, sciatic nerve or something like that, but like I still every so often, man, I get scared. Like I get that pain exactly in the spot. I mean, and it was giving me cramps. Like my whole butt cheek was cramping up. And I was screaming at the top of my lungs when I was in the hospital. And there was a Huda in there who had the audacity to say that I was faking. And I was looking at him, man, I wanted to punch that dude. I'm like, man, I don't think nobody could fake like this. Because I was hurting. And, man, I was hurting. And they wanted me to walk, and I couldn't walk. And they thought I was faking. So, man, all that was adding to the pain. You know, like they didn't want to believe that I was really in pain. Man, let me tell you, they tortured me all the way from from Bakersfield to Corcoran, because they drove me on one of them vans, like a medical van, but they were supposed to lay me on a gurney. They were supposed to lay me like you transport somebody on an ambulance on a bed on one of them fucking gurneys, and instead they put me in a wheelchair, because the Jura that was in there, he didn't like me. His name was some Jura named Rincon or something, but he just didn't like me because he thought I was faking, and I was cussing him out. I was like, you fucking fat bitch. I was just going off on him. Like, imagine you're in pain and somebody's telling you you're not. So, of course, you're going to feel some kind of way. You're going to lash out. So I was lashing out. And he retaliated by fucking convincing the nurses and doctors to let me go on a wheelchair. And the doctors were telling him, no, he's supposed to be transported on a bed. He can't walk, he can't sit down. He's got to be in a bed. And this dude's forcing me to go on a wheelchair. And you can't beat these cops. You just got to go with it. And I was feeling every tiny little bump, homie. And then Corcoran's, the road just fucked up. There was a bunch of potholes everywhere. And Man, it felt like these cars were going on purpose, was going to like the worst part of the whole road. Man, dog, that was the worst pain ever, homie. Anyhow, long story short, I was not supposed to make it, and I pulled through. I went back to Kern Valley, and the nurse that was refusing to send me to the hospital, she couldn't even look me in the eye because she kept telling these cops that I was faking. There's nothing wrong with him. He's probably fucking Malillas. They were telling me I was Malillas, too. They were saying that I was fucking coming down on heroin. I was like, you fucking bitch, I wanted to fucking punch her. I was like, yeah. And so she's like, he's probably on drugs. He probably just wants to come to the hospital to get a shot of morphine. And that's the fucking mindset. They're all trained to believe that every single inmate is gonna lie, but it does happen. Yeah, I understand that some inmates lie, just like the dude in the wheelchair, right? And he's the one that messed it up for me, I still believe he's still missing it.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
So I'll pull through, and I believe I said that. So I was just rewinding on that part when I got real sick. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna fast forward to when I got the news when my brother-in-law died. And when he passed, man, that was hard, bro. That was hard. That one just put me in such I was like a deep depression because that was like my backbone. He was like my best friend, my second dad. He was the one that used to bring my mom to visit. I was getting a visit at least every 2 or 3 weeks. I was getting my packages. I never missed a package with him, and I never had to ask. And that's not the reason, though. That's not the reason. But I noticed the difference. Like as soon as he passed, I became on my own, dog. Like nobody brings my mom to visit. My brothers, they're so phony. I mean, they say they love me, bro, and they say that they, but come on, man. How can you not bring your mom to go visit your brother? Don't do it for me, do it for her, right? So yeah, I remember when I got the news and he passed, I just went into like maybe 5 months where I didn't call to the house. I didn't call to my sister's house. I didn't call my mom. I didn't call my brothers. COVID had already hit. You couldn't get visits. They still weren't allowing us to get visits. So I know he wasn't going to come to visit. He was already dead. And I knew that once COVID fucking lifted, I was still not going to get visits. And here we are today. We're going on 8 years. I haven't gotten a visit in 8 years. And that just shows the difference, and my mom told me that last time. She goes, Mijo, remember when Alex was alive, I used to go visit you like every 2 or 3 weeks. I go, yeah, Mom. And he wasn't even blood related. What's up with all your sons? What's up with all my brothers, your sons, like all them fools got, they got cars. You're only an hour away, Mom, an hour and 20 minutes. And they keep lying to her. They keep telling her, get ready, Mom, we're going to take you Saturday. And my mom will tell me, I'll call her, and they go, Mijo, I'm supposed to be there Saturday. I just tell my mom, you got to stop believing that fool. Stop believing him, please, because, they're going to choose to go out the night before with their friends, and it's going to be the same story over and over again. The car don't work, or he's hungover, or something. They always come up with some kind of excuse. Because it's too early. I understand they got to wake up early, so to them it's like a sacrifice. Like they got to wake up at least at 3 o'clock in the morning and get ready. Even though the drive is only an hour and a half, they exaggerate. I tell Mom, he don't have to get up that early. He could get up at 6 and still make it by 9 over here or 8. It's only an hour. I understand he's gonna stop and get food, but come on, Mom, like you gotta stop believing him. Stop believing him. Tell him don't tell you that no more. So yeah. I passed through. I made it. I got better. I'm still working out. I'm taking care of myself. And, man, after he passed, bro, everything stopped. The letters. Just like
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
You know how sometimes I'll call you, James, and we cut it up for like an hour or 2 hours sometimes, and we just chopping it up on a private phone call, just talking about just things, I used to talk to my brother-in-law like that. I used to be on the phone with him like 3 hours sometimes, and we used to make each other laugh, and he used to tell me like his problems and what his plans were in the future and all that, about life, about things about life and stuff like that, And when he passed, it's like I became so lonely, homie. I had nobody. Like my mom was so depressed too, and she was so busy trying to buy a house over there in Guadalajara, Jalisco. And she's like, they're gonna give you a date this time around. I need you to have a house over there. I don't want you to be running in the streets. I know your tias, your aunts are there, your primos, but I got a house for you to go to. And yeah, my mom got a nice house over there in Jalisco, and I was so.
All right, so the call was disconnected. He should be calling us back shortly. Once he does, then we'll go ahead and continue. And I want to go ahead and share something with Eliasman because I know he had been asking me in the past about the payphone. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a picture up so you can take a look at what they look like right now. And that's what the phones currently look like right now, posted up on the wall.
Esta es
This call is
Global
now being
Talent.
recorded.
Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
Javier Yáñez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tel-Link.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't hear you. I think you got me on hold or mute or something's up. Let me hold on. Can you hear me?
Sorry about
Well,
that.
hey, there you go.
Yeah,
that was.
another microphone. But,
Oh, okay.
But we're back on.
Is it on?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah. So yeah, what's up with Iceman? Iceman ain't tapped in yet?
Yeah,
Iceman
he's in here.
and Fish. Oh yeah, SoCal también, the Fish Slayer. Okay,
No,
saludos a todos,
Fish Slayer's
Marlene,
not
everybody.
here yet, but Eliasman is
Fish
in here.
Slayer's busy, huh?
As a matter of fact, he
All right, Iceman.
He put hello to James and Javier, and then he said I just got home from
All
work.
right.
And then, but you know, right now I'm gonna take the opportunity. There was actually a question that well, actually, hold on. I wanna read a comment that Regina put on here. She put, Javi, I've seen something online about how running and exercising keeps people alive longer, and I thought of you and how you made it through all that at the hospital. And then also let me see. And then Marlene also wanted to know, do you get regular dental exams in prison?
Yeah. It's funny she mentioned that because I just got a docket saying my yearly exam is up, and if I'm interested, and yeah, of course. But the dentists are horrible, but we get it. Horrible, no. Like I've been trying to get my fillings done for like 30 years, and instead of filling me, they're digging me. Like every time they're gonna hook me up, they're way back there, and I'm telling them, what the hell? And you can see that they're messing up because they jump. They're like, oh, my bad, and all of a sudden, there's a gush of blood coming out my mouth. Like, and you don't feel nothing because you're numbed up, right? And I'm like, I'm trying to speak out through that thing they're putting in your mouth. Like, what the fuck did you just do to me, right? But I can't because I'm numbed and I'm just staring at the dentist. I'm like, you fucking me up. But yeah, we get dental and they're horrible. The worst dental, the worst dental in the whole entire world, homie. It's horrible. But yeah. And I believe that has something to do with it. I know why she's going with that. Because my dad got sick. He went to a dentist, to dental one time. And they pulled out a molar, like a tooth in the back, and the stuff, pus that came out of it, they didn't suck it up. The dentist didn't suck it all, and the poison out. He swallowed a lot of that, and they gave him stomach cancer from dental. So I think that's what I believe that's what she's going at that, because dental does affect it affects your heart, it affects a lot. And I am an avid runner. I run a lot, so I believe, I believe that it does keep you alive. I do at least 6. I try to do 6 miles a day, but every once in a while they don't 1 yard or I don't do, but yeah. And that's why I keep pushing. I want to get out and I want to be healthy. I want to be able to live at least 30 years when I get out. You know, I'll be happy if I live 20 years, but I want them to be healthy. I want to be able to still, put it down. I want to be able to, I want to meet a girl, and I want to be able to to do what I ain't done in 30 years. You know what I mean? It's something. It's something. Something I look forward to. Yes, I'm like a 30-year-old virgin all over again, bro. It's something. It's something to. It's something to recognize and to give props to. I've been Sullivan. Isn't that a word? Like Sullivan? Like when you have sex, when you stop having sex and you become Sullivan or something like that. I don't know how to spell it or how you say it exactly, but I've heard the terminology. But yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And Angel, Angel from the 805 just showed up. He's like, Cubo, everyone, tell Javi I said I hope he's doing well today.
I'm doing good, homeboy. Gracias. Gracias, everybody, and thanks everybody's questions and comments. I appreciate that. Even your little daughter say hi in the background. Hi. Is that her? That was her, huh? That's cute, bro. You're blessed, homie. You're blessed.
She's right here.
But yeah,
she's playing.
Hi.
She's
such a cutie, bro.
Couch right here. I went to grab her couch and she's posted up next to me.
Yeah. That adds to the realism of the whole show, homie. Hearing your little daughter in the background, I think is a good idea. Those are things that you got to remember. We've been in prison. Majority of us, like everybody you got in the podcast, been down in prison for like 20 years and up, right? So you could imagine we don't hear those noises. You know, we don't hear. Bro, Letty's little daughter was crying last time. I called her and she was crying. I said, put it on the phone, let me hear it. And she's like, you want to hear her cry? I go, fuck yeah, I want to hear her cry. She's like, why would you want to hear her cry? I go, because to me, that's a nice sound. Like, that's something I don't hear. You know, it's like, you're crazy, you know. Even a dog barking, you know, a baby crying, a baby talking, a baby playing. Those things we don't hear. So when we hear them, it kind of brings some kind of sense of humanity, like that we still belong out there. We still part of your guys' world out there, you know? So that's it. I appreciate that, homie. Like,
hey, Javi.
For real? Hey, last time when you did that, yeah.
I think what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start offering this service for $59.99 a month, and I'm gonna sell like packets of different sounds.
I know what you're gonna say. I knew it, but I knew. I said, oh man, I done set myself up for that one.
Hey, baby sounds. I'm gonna give a discount on baby sounds. Baby sounds will be $9.99 a month. But if you want like a whole package, like people burning burnouts donuts and stuff like that, that was gonna be $59.99.
Hey, fucking Biddy was making tea last time, right? And I heard a ceramic cup with a silver spoon or a metal spoon, right? I heard it clink, 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 clink. I go, what are you doing? She goes, I'm making tea. I said, put the mic closer to that. Let me hear it. I'm like, what the fuck? Even those sounds are like, they're like alienated to us. We got plastic spoons and plastic cups, you know, so things we took for granted that when we...
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
I really do miss things like that, though. I really do.
And you know what? If you talk to Biddy K, I actually found a service that allow her to add funds to her GTL out account. I was gonna email it to her, but I help her out, bro. I haven't got around to it, but I'm gonna provide you that name, or hopefully she hears this video. She's able to look at it, and it'll probably help her out with being able to refill, or maybe somebody else that's kind of in the same situation.
If anybody, anybody that's listening, if they can help her.
There's two
What's
websites.
The name of it?
There's two websites. One is called usunlock.com, and the other one is called statescard.com. And these two services, what they do is they'll provide you with like a virtual credit card, like if you're outside the United States, and it'll provide you a U.S. address with a U.S. credit card number, so you're able to like do purchases and U.S. based companies that don't allow foreign or countries from outside the United States to make purchases, so that allows them to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, homie, see if you could text it to them, because our language our English is a little different from theirs, because like you could say, I heard you say one of them is art.com or something like that, and the other one, what was the other one?
It was usunlock.com, and the other one was statescard.com. But I just sent
Datecard.com?
Yeah, I just sent her an email. So like
okay.
That she has it. Hey, but
okay, that's cool.
hey, right now while we're conversating, Angel, put a question on here, and he wants to know: does Javi roll up his mattress in the AM, or is or is the program different there? I remember there was mandatory rutina. I don't know what the program is on the side. Yeah, on your side is you do whatever you want to do, right? You don't have to roll up your mattress. You could, you could wear flip flops all day if you want. You don't have to. You don't have to stay suited and booted all day long, right?
Oh my God, bro! My toes were always sweaty, man. I stayed with motherfucking athlete's foot when I was active because you couldn't take off your shoes. You have to have shoes on all fucking day. And yeah, I get you, homie. I know what you mean. I roll mine up into a lazy boy. I cut my mattress from both sides and then flip into like little arms, and then I put a pillow. So mine, yeah, I roll it up like if I'm gonna kick it, like right now, I got it rolled up like that, like a lazy boy. So I got like.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
All right, so it seems his phone went dark. Hopefully, it reconnects. If it doesn't, then he should be able to call us back in about 5 minutes or so. Just because GTL think that we're still on this call, even though we're technically we are, but we're not. Like even if I cut it off, he would still have to wait another 5 minutes before he's able to reconnect. And right now, when he calls back, I'll go ahead and read him. I'll go ahead and read off the message you put on there for him, Marlene, and then I'll also go ahead and read off the message from ICEMAN. Hey, how's it going, LBCK 15? How's it going out there in what is it? Green Bay. The Green Bay. Yeah, that's the level I'm able to remember because of the Packers. What's the weather like over there? Anyhow, ICEMAN, I'm not sure if you were able to. I posted up some pictures of the phone, the telephones up on the wall. Hopefully you were able to catch that. I know you had been asking me a few streams back. How the project in the room was coming in. It's coming along pretty good, but it's a slow process. I'm able to get around to it whenever I have some free time. And today, with my free time, I decided to jump on and do this live because I probably won't be on for the next 5 days because I'm gonna be working from Friday through I think Tuesday, I want to say. Or maybe in Wednesday. I don't know. I gotta double check my schedule. I'm not exactly sure what I set myself up for. But next week I think my daughter doesn't have. She has a few days off of school, so I'm taking that opportunity to pick up a few more days at work. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not really too thrilled about it. But the bills have to get paid, so you gotta make some sacrifices. So yeah, okay, cool. So I'm glad you were able to see them. Last night, cause on the silver phone, the longer one, it didn't come with like that insert with any information on it. So I was like, man, I gotta add something in there. So yesterday, I took a few minutes and I jumped on this app that I have. It's called I think it's called Procreate on the iPad, and I picked the fonts that I use for this stream, and I fit it in there. I ended up taking the phone down, but when I ended up putting it back, I wasn't getting a dial tone, so I couldn't figure out, what was wrong yesterday. So I just put it down and I just left the phone right there dismantled and whatnot. And I was talking to Javi and I mentioned to him, I was like, what, I took down the phone yesterday and it's not picking up a tone anymore. I'm not sure. I disconnected something, but I'm not sure exactly what. I was hoping that it wasn't one of the wires behind the wall because I'm definitely not looking forward to having to refish any wires through the back of the wall. But anyhow, after looking at it, I noticed that one of the wires was disconnected from like those little the phone box where you plug in the phone line. And sure enough, I reconnected it and that did the trick. So everything's back up and running. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna start showing that as my background. I do have to get like either a one seat sofa or a chair, because I have one here temporarily, but then my wife was asking me because I took it from over there from like the living room area. We have like these two little seats, and they're in between like this little coffee table, and I ended up taking one of them, and my wife was like, hey, have you seen the chair that we have over there? And I was like, yeah, I put it in my office. She's like, well, why'd you take it away? I was like, because I need it. She was like, how long are you gonna keep it there for? I was like, I don't know, whenever I get a new one. And then I was like, it's not like people come over and visit us anyways. And then to top it off, it's not like anybody sits there when they do come over, so nobody's gonna miss it. I'll eventually put it back, once I'm able to pick something up, dirt cheap. But till then, that's gonna be on my backdrop over here, so I have somewhere to sit down if and when I end up deciding to showing my face. Anyhow, let me see. So let me see the messages here. Fiesta en el rancho tomorrow. Come through, man. Too bad I have to work, or else I would. And then you need to put a cell door with bars as the door. I'm not gonna. That's a little bit extreme right there. So that. Okay, here we go. He's calling back.
This call is now being recorded.
Global Telling. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
Javier Yáñez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tellink.
Hello, Javi. Oh man, don't tell me it's not working again.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, hey, this shit booted me all the way out. All the way out. I have to go all the way back out, and I have to jump to 3 apps and then come.
So it went dead again. We can't hear you again. We were able to hear you for a quick moment, but then it booted you out. You know what I might do, ICEMAN? I saw your comment about the doors on the bars in the door. The door here that we got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're back. We're able to hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. You're
when
back.
it goes out,
yeah.
I got an idea. Look, when it goes out, right? Every time it goes out, just continue with start talking about continue with part of what you've been sharing about your life too. So, and then when I come back on, I won't necessarily just start. I'll just let you know I'm back on, and then I'll wait for you to finish, and then we'll try. Because I don't know, bro. We gotta figure out a way to work through this, because this is kind of hindering everybody's little journey, you know.
You have to get a new cell phone. How much?
They're taking the money, but they want to fix the problem. Way out.
Hey, how much is the cell phone going for right now?
Yeah, sometimes you'll be able to hear me. Yeah. What you laughing at, bro? Hey, I'm like, hey, I don't like that.
I said,
hey, what happened?
I said, because you said that the GTL system's hindering the system or the interviews, and I said, how much is the cell phone going for right now?
Hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, chip up, fool. Hey, in Kern Valley, they wanted 4G for that shit. 4,000.
What?
The last one? Yeah, 4,000.
Right now? Right now?
Palabra.
Right now, that's how much they're going for right now?
Right now. Even though we got these things, it's because this fucking company sucks. This sucks. I mean, I want to cuss more, but let me just tell you, everybody's all miserable in the yarda right now. That's the conversation about the yard. Everybody in the yarda is like, hey, homie, that's fucking bullshit. We can't have a regular conversation with our people. It keeps cutting us off. They can hear us. We can't hear them. We were better off with the wall phones. When we had the wall phones, this shit wasn't happening. We still have the wall phones, but they're hooked up to the tablet. So it's weird. I don't know, homie. I think if we all fucking get together, look, at Biddy K's gonna write a letter. And we're gonna send it to one of these to the media. We're gonna send it to the media. Biddy K's gonna hook up a good ass letter, and we're gonna send it to the media, and we're gonna tell the media, look at these
All right, so it went back dead. So yeah, you know what? Those are not for the backdrops right now. I don't think I'm gonna get a backdrop right now.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm back on?
yeah, you're back on. You're back on.
Am I up? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it's just way up, bro. But yeah, anyhow, yeah, she's gonna try to fucking hook up a NoiseViolation later, and we're gonna bug some of these media channels into.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That is a good idea. To so the media is aware of what's happening. I'm not sure if there's any interest in that, but there's only one way to find out, right? Is by reaching out to somebody, and hopefully they make enough noise where they're able to rectify the situation. Because to be honest with you, I think if this situation was happening on the street, it would have been done resolved. Because this, I mean, not we live in an age that something like this definitely not acceptable, and it's not like it's just an isolated situation where it's based on the location of where the prison's at, because it's happening all throughout the state of California. So obviously it's the whole GTL network and system. It's definitely not up to par to handle the type of traffic that they said that they could offer. I'm guessing maybe they got like old CDMA technology or old GSM technology. They're not up, they didn't build an infrastructure to actually handle the whole prison population of California. And not only that, because they also have contracts with other places. They got them with the county jails, juvenile detention centers throughout the country. So yeah, they probably took off. They bit off more than what they could than they could handle. And then LBCK put everyone's probably hating it in the yard right now. Maybe I wonder. You know what? I'm gonna ask him right now, because I know they're gonna have day room later on today. I'm gonna have him double check if it's the same situation with the phones on the wall, or those work correctly. But I mean, with them, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not working 100%. But anyhow, I did see your message about having a backdrop printed and whatnot. I'm still, I'm not sure for the backdrop yet if what I'm gonna do with it. I've been looking at like these. I guess the best way I could describe it is like some plastic inserts that you could like glue to the wall, and it has like a texture on there. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with that. And I also have a green screen that I bought some time ago. It had nothing to do, with this. I think I had bought it for my daughter's birthday. If people wanted to take pictures, around their birthday, but they didn't want like the necessary or the backdrop we had on there. So I was thinking about possibly, sticking that up on the wall and then cutting around like where the phones are located, so you'll still be able to see like myself.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
But you wouldn't necessarily be able to see my background like that. I could change my background to like whatever I want it to be whenever I do stream. So I'm not sure. I'm still playing with a few things, and then I actually have way too much. I have a lot going on as far as my backdrop right now. So because I have a projector, that I mounted up to the wall, and then I have a TV mounted right above where the phones are at, and then on top of that, I also put a projector that I could pull down. So I'm not exactly sure. I was messing with it yesterday because the projector I originally had it on the wall, but then when I added the TV, it wasn't gonna work. So I mounted it up on the ceiling. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up keeping the screen up there or everything. I'm not sure. I'm still playing with stuff to see, what way it works best. Most of my belongings are the stuff that I was gonna be putting in here into this room. After evaluating the whole situation, everything's not gonna fit. I was able to, throughout the week, able to clean everything up and took off, or because I had a lot of stuff here on the floor. So, but eventually I need to get some cabinets so I'm able to store everything properly. There is some props and whatnot that I want to put up on the wall. I purchased what is it a CDCR, one of those coats, one of those rain jackets that they have. not the Levi ones, but the newer ones with like the orange letters. So I want to put that on my backdrop, and then I also have this old Los Angeles jail county suit that I snatched up, man, like over what are we 2023. So man, probably like one of the last ones I hit county was either like in 2000 or 2001. And one of the reasons that I did end up not leaving it behind was because it was a brand new LA jail county suit, which in the times that I did hit county wasn't something that I had ever given. So I decided to bring it home with me, and I've had it with me for the 20 plus years. So that's something that I want to throw up in the background. And I think I was thinking also, I think I might have the LA County shoes, but at my mom's house. So I gotta double check. One of these times that I'm out there, I want to check and go through my stuff that I left behind at my mom's house, and hope that I still that I left them there before I left. So I got all kinds of little stuff that in a box that I held on to for the last 2 decades. And then Marlene, all the prison wives on TikTok are posting about GTL. The ones on the wall were working last time Gary called me, but now there's a wait. Yeah, man, everybody found out. So yeah, definitely, going from being able to speak to your loved ones, at a moment's notice and any time, and then just pretty much just being cut off. It's definitely, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are stressing over it. Marlene put green screen, and it's funny. There was this app that I used to use that I used to play with my daughter. It's called Snap something. Let me see, Snap. It's called Snap Camera, and the Snap Camera app. It has like filters on it, but they commissioned it like sometime like I think last year, like in 2023, like in January. But there was another company that was able to keep it going. So me and my daughter, we would jump on and you could change like the filters and whatnot. It has nothing to do with Snapchat, but it has like really really funny filters. That app lets you use a green screen, so that is an option. And Angel asked, "Does it still fit me?" Yeah, so it does. I don't think from 20 years ago, I really haven't. I never really gained like that much weight, so I'm pretty much the same weight that I was 20 years ago. I've never really been like a heavy set dude. I'm a bit on the slender
Esta
side.
llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
So yeah, it was an extra large. So yeah, it definitely still fits me. I think I might still even have some stains on it from because I did used to when we used to go partying in LA. I used to wear it out to when we used to go clubbing and Halloween. So and then I would sometimes get stains on it from like eating after the clubs and whatnot, getting mustard and mayonnaise and all kinds of stuff on it. But yeah, it definitely does fit. I don't think I've ever washed it, so it still feels like brand new. Can't throw it in the washer; it'll definitely mess up the material, and it wouldn't be the same. So right now we're about 12 minutes into the call. It'll be another 3 minutes before Javier is able to reconnect. And today I think they have day room tonight, so I'm gonna check if I could possibly get him on to do we're able to do a video chat, but we'll see how it goes, because I'm pretty sure if the phones on the wall are backed up, have a line, then I'm assuming that possibly the video visits are possibly gonna have a line. So, but if somehow Javier is able to do a video visit, then we'll go ahead and do a video visit later on. And I wanted to try something new. Actually, I was expecting to do a video visit with Javier yesterday, but things didn't end up panning out. But if we are able to do a video visit, then I'll go ahead and I'll use like my payphones as the backdrop, and see if that works. I've been messing with the audio, so I could kind of like be wirelessly, and and stream like the image from my phone over to my computer. So I haven't been able to check it ever since I reset it back up. So I'll do a test call with Javier later on, if he is able to call me, and if he is, then I'll go ahead and go live and let you guys, check it out, firsthand. And now LBCK15, can you not hang, or does it not work? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking me. Oh, you're asking me if I could hang up this call right now? I could hang it up, but even if I hang up the call, the system still thinks that that me and Javier are on a call, so he has to wait the whole 15 minutes before the call reconnect. So right now the call just hung up on automatically. So now he'll be good to go, and he should be able to reconnect as long as he's not having any issues on his end. But yeah, I could hang up, but the system would still think that we're still on the call. So even if I hang up, he still has to wait 15 minutes from the time he initiated that call to be able to reconnect and do a new call. So hopefully it is working it right now. He should be calling any moment now, as long as he's able to log into the system. But who knows? And if you guys are wondering, I'm eating. I am. My wife, I just walked in and she gave me some peaches. So finishing up the last of my peaches, and I'm done. But I'm hoping Javier calls back. Sí, mamá. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Super Mario? Gracias. ¿Le quieres decir hola a la gente? Miramos aquí. Está LBCK15. Ajá, está Ángel. Está Marlene. No, ese es Javier. Ahí es la foto de Javier. Y está... ¿Quién más está? Está el Iceman. Dile hola, Iceman.
Hola, Iceman.
Está Marlene. Dile hola, Marlene. Oh, ahí está, mira, Javier.
This call is now being recorded.
Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
Javier Yáñez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
still on?
Yeah. I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
About the baby on. She was being my co-pilot, so she was helping me out over here. She was buying some time.
Hell yeah! Hey, I always forget her name. She's got a cool name. I forget her name. ¿Cómo se llamaba?
Berlin.
She has the coolest name. Berlin. That's such a cool name. Hey, that reminds.
Oh man, don't tell me it went dead again. So yeah, it's all bad over there. So and that's another reason too why I haven't been doing live, just because of this. It's not sustainable being able to do interviews and whatnot, and the calls are going silent. Yesterday, fortunately, I was able to do. You're okay. We can hear you again, Javier. Oh, not anymore. It went dead. If you can hear me, press one of the buttons on your screen, and hopefully we're able to hear you. But like I was saying, so this phone system, it's messing everything up, for families and whatnot, and also for myself, because I'm not able to, do these, later streams, because it's always, this time of the day, after, like a certain time in the day, it's just all bad. Early in the morning it works. I've been, fortunate enough, with Joe, when I do his early morning weekend calls or weekday calls, those work just fine. And then yesterday, I did a call with Robert, and we were on for almost about 3 hours. And his calls at the beginning, they sounded they were a little bit off, but then it picked up and everything cleared up, and we were able to run a pretty long stream yesterday. So if you guys were not able to catch that, I would definitely recommend for you guys to go ahead and check that out. And Reggie, the baby's gonna be talking prison talk at school. Nah, that'll be all bad. Definitely don't want her to to be talking about the dispensa and la tira or anything like that. But it wouldn't be a good look. Everybody probably trying to get on all at once or something. Yeah, that's what it is. Because everybody, you got to factor in that people that have jobs in prison, or they're going to school or whatnot, they're normally out by maybe like 4 o'clock. And then, everybody out here in the real world, that works Monday through Friday, 8 to, like 8 to, or 8 to 8, or from 8 a.m. to 4:30, everybody's getting off of work. So, they're jumping on the phones, and it's overextending this, so-called, GTO, infrastructure of phone service that's obviously not able to, keep up. But hopefully, I know their contracts are going to be coming up soon. Hopefully, whoever takes over, they're able to do a better job at it, and we're able to resume calls, just calls, that I think everybody would be a lot happier. So I'm pretty sure people are on edge right now. I could just imagine dudes that want to know where their girls are at, and they're always calling them up, and they're always in the stress box. Man, they're definitely hard timing it right now. Not gonna be good on their mental, not knowing where their girls are at. And Marlene, she's gonna be like my tío Javi, mi tío Silas. Oh man, you guys crack me up. So I think I'm just gonna end up. I ended up disconnecting Javi's call, because obviously right now we're up to like 4 minutes. He won't be able to call back for another 10 minutes. I think now what I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna probably just end up cutting the call, and he, if he is able to video visit me later on, then we'll go ahead and jump on and do a video visit. And throughout the week, I probably won't be able to stream unless I'm able to do like some late night streams, or maybe really early before I go to work. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Anyhow, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the stream, and just go ahead and thank you guys for tuning in. And damn, Thunder bad right there. Yeah. Oh no, bueno. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and a shout out to everybody that tuned in today. And with that being said, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out.